Well, hello and welcome back to the Gimle battles. Today, my ladies and gentlemen, we do something really special. This is the losers bracket of the Gimle battles. So every ship that lost against the Gimle is going to be pitched against each other. And it's not a kind tournament. Oh no. On the losers bracket of things, you get extra few chances. Oh yes, this is single elimination. All of the ships in this list have already lost against the Gimle in the initial battle, but the ship that wins the losers bracket will have a chance to participate in the official tournament again and prove itself against the other ships that actually defeated the Gimle. For that, we will have a more proper tournament, but of course, first we'll need to check if there is anyone in the losers bracket that deserves to be on the winners bracket. Maybe it was unlucky. So, today we will start with some first blood Gimle losers bracket, and we're going to pitch the ships against each other for the first time, and the winner goes through and the loser will see no more. So we'll have to pray that you're lucky in this tournament, because you only get one chance. If you're unlucky, well, you're out. There is only gonna be one battle, and here we have the first of it. Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mark II from Borderwise surprisingly lost against the Gimle. Now, I know it can win, but for our battles it did lose. Funny enough, the older version of the Hydrofoil War Canoe was actually a better design against the Gimle, and it turned out to exist in the winners bracket, actually. But the Mark II is in the losers bracket, and it's going to be pitched against... No, this is not the regular good old Gimle. This is the Gimle class after party version. So this little after party version has been fixed and upgraded a tiny bit by me, but mostly by our MIA Captain Y, who at that time fixed up this ship to be able to participate in a ship tournament, I think it was, from Sean Reed, if I don't misremember. And you can see here the after party version is very funny, because basically they are cleaning away, as you can see, obviously. So that's really funny. I wonder how this pirate got on board. Anyhow, we should start the battle. The Gimle after party version, surprisingly enough, even though it is upgraded, it did lose against the original Gimle. Maybe it was luck. We don't know, but now we'll see if, well, the after party version or the Hydrofoil War Canoe, the Drakenslang Mark II, will be able to win this. So, the stakes are high. Shells are coming in here from the Drakenslang. The Gimle is struggling to take out those crams when they come in. You saw one of them pop. I think the business is mutual, because the Drakenslang obviously don't want to be hit by those crams either. Let's see what game speed we have. We have 0.7. Right. Oh, the mortars hit as well. These mortars are pretty weak, but oh, this is a very surface cram. So we have a very surface cram mortar. Right, it's very even. The Drakenslang Mark II is slightly in the lead, but it's so little it doesn't mean much in this initial stage. The Drakenslang was able to take out a shell coming in there from the Gimle. Now, the Gimle has some decoy crams as well, so I'm a little bit unsure of what are the decoys and what are like the real shells, because obviously I think I made them the same caliber. Oh, bam! Very scary shot here. So we got some different loadout here. We do not have... Oh, yeah, that's really funny. You see these cannons here? I think it may be the Vigoletta Marksman. However, it's not a turret, it only looks like a turret, and that's because in this tournament this ship participated. You were limited on how many sub-objects you can have, so that's why the afterparty version of the Gimle has much fewer diff civs, for example. It has much less sub-objects, so it's pretty low lag optimized. I don't see the Gimle's laser, the afterparty Gimle's laser shooting much here. Crams are popping through here. Drakenslang is in the lead now by a good bit more than it was before. It's popping up and down. It has a really nice shell avoidance system there, just jumping up and down. And I'm not completely sure what the afterparty's crams were now. We of course looked at that in the initial video, but if you happen to well, not have seen that, go watch that so that you can see how it looked like when the battle was online. Same with the afterparty version. If you want a good walkthrough of these systems for the afterparty version, that video of course already exists. Drakenslang down to 93%, but the Gimle afterparty is at 90. Very interesting here. There we got a little bit of a lag spike. I think we should go and investigate what's happening here. Looks like the afterparty Gimle has some trouble turning here. A lot of the azipods are offline, are they not? Okay. We're losing. We have a very thin layer of block here on top. This is not looking too good for the Gimle. It looks a bit sad, I must say. Well. I do think there is one neat thing with the afterparty version, though. I don't think it shoots as much underwater. So the original Gimle tends to shoot a lot underwater because most ships have, you know, squishy bits underwater. Not the Drakenslang, however. And that proved to be the reason, one of the big reasons the Gimle lost against the Drakenslang. I think it's 1.5. That's actually in the winner's bracket. 88% versus 93. The Gimle afterparty seems to not be able to deal much damage here. It is indeed also sinking, is it not? Now we're getting into far view here. When I look at the Drakenslang here, I can really see it should probably be the best idea to bring incendiary weapons against the Drakenslang. And a lot of designs made by Imp do have incendiary weapons, and one, as said, the 1.5 version of the Drakenslang by Borderwise is in the winner's bracket, so maybe they will meet there. It will be very, very interesting to see. Okay. Wow. Borderwise put a lot of detection here in the turrets, did he not? Is this like detection? Is all of it detection? You know what? I think I just have to pause and look. Oh, that's thick layer. Oh yeah. This is some serious detection, man. Well, better than missing the mark, eh? 84% versus Drakenslang is still at 91. Right now, it really looks like we'll not be seeing any more of the after-party version of the Gimle. Oh no. it looks indeed like the Drakenslang is going to win this first battle in the losers bracket in our little first blood. The interior armor has been a bit upgraded here, so I just want to check out how it looks like. Do we have a... Have you suffered some losses to the AI system? It seems not. The Gimle is trying to turn and maneuver around, but it's not doing a very good job, and it looks like some of the firepower here in the front exists, but is not available to participate in this battle. We'll see. The Drakenslang may do like in some earlier battles, get to the Gimle's weak side. And if it does, this battle can end very quickly indeed. Looks seriously like the damage per second output from both vessels have significantly decreased. And the cram cannons are considering a high arc. Very interesting. When Drakenslang is able to hold this particular bearing to the Gimle has a really hard time to deal any damage or get back at it in any way. Yeah, it's looking great for the Drakenslang right now. 10% in the lead. Gimle not able to deal much damage here. You can see we have a cannon firing blanks. That means stuff is disconnected. And at 90%, while we're not having great firepower obviously, those APS cannons are able to deal some decent damage anyways. Oh! But of course, with big crams, anything can happen. So, battle is not over yet. Gimle has basically won battles at a 75% level too, so it can get lucky. I do suspect it will not be this lucky, of course, but we shall see indeed. Well, the stats are looking quite nice still for the Drakenslang. It's keeping this bearing to the aft of the Gimle, and this is of course great news, because the Gimle has not been able to get much damage back in a while. So the after party iteration of the Gimle is probably no more very soon. But we'll see what's happening in case the Drakenslang has a change of minds and move around and puts itself to another bearing. Perhaps the Gimle could deal some damage back instead. These front Arcoballista Invictus cannons are just waiting for something to shoot at. Indeed it is. This thing is somehow still alive. I think it hasn't reloaded. It is, you know, it's a diff. It's a diff damage dealing system. Oh man, that was a pretty good hit. Bam. Not the killer shot, but like could have been. Scary stuff that. Oh well. Oh, look at that! The Gimle got a fatal hit. The superstructure has now gone down. Oh my. How to command the Gimle now? This will be very difficult, I'd say. How is the AI compartment looking here? Maybe fine, but 64%, it is so dead. Yep. I'd be highly surprised if the results shift in any way by now. That would be just a crazy, insane, lucky strike shot. That would be too silly. Also, the time is running out for this battle. It's limited 15 minutes per battle, and we're up to 11 minutes. Oh, and the Gimle is despawning. Congratulations! Drakenslang will not be eliminated. The Gimle after party version. Well, built by me and Captain Y, and I think a bit Sean Reed too. Well, it is indeed First Blood. Very symbolic, because this is indeed the loser's bracket for the Gimle battle, so it would be symbolic, isn't it? Very nice. Well, in any case, next battle. Next out, we have the Argente Gris by Blitz Bunny. Now in AOG colors. I can definitely see it doesn't look good in AOG colors. Anyways, this splendid colors though. Anyways, which will challenge Valantis Mark IV by Parzival, which we've seen pretty recently, because this ship got into the tournament a little bit late due to me wanting to even out the brackets and it following the official rules and stuff like that. See that battle separately if you have not already. Alright, we have automatic cannon fire popping in here against the Argente Gris. What will Blitz Bunny do to counter this? Are we gonna fire some cram shells? Now, I've done so many battles, I do not quite remember exactly what weapon systems each of them have, but obviously this is cram cannons. Oh my! And the anti-munition system. Oh! The Argente Gris has the ability to overwhelm a lot of people's civs defenses, but the health of those shells are a little bit too small. So you can see here that the Valantis by Parzival, she is basically just shooting down all of that damage coming in there. Brutal and effective. That's why you have civs cannons. Look at it. Another volley is coming. Bam! No problem at all. Well, the APS damage is harder to take out. We can see some cannons have been damaged already. We also seem to have a couple of missiles popping in there. I do wonder what these missiles are doing here. I don't remember what damage type it is, of course, but next time they pop in, I'm going to do a tiny little analyzation. Okay, we have fins here. We got, looks like a simple explosive. I wonder if these perhaps are mainly to take out detection and be a big distraction too. I think they might be a distraction as well. Which might be smart, but it seems that Valantis doesn't want to target decoys very well. I think the Valantis cram systems are, or anti-cram systems are set up to be specifically that, and not shoot very much at incoming missiles. And the cool thing with using medium missiles is that the medium missile is 1000 millimeter. So if you want your civ system to shoot at crams and missiles, it might be a good idea to distract that system, said system, with medium missiles. Also, if you want to get through defenses that are set up to be very strong, the thing you can do is to shoot 1000 millimeter crams. Yes, they will be more weak, but you can make them pretty strong too. And if you shoot 1000 millimeter crams, a lot of people's civs defenses will not target your cram shells because they may be set up to not target things that are, you know, less than 1500 millimeters. Or basically, you know, like that. So, a little tip there. The Argente Gris is not looking too good here. Oh no. Down to 79%. These cram cannons, it's as simple as this. They don't stand a chance against the civ system of the Valantis. So Valantis Mark IV, she can just continue deal damage, and the RNS Argente Gris just have to take it. No weapon systems to deal with this incoming fire either. So it is what it is. Well, we'll see if the battle changes in any way, shape or form, but it's very unlikely to see. Valantis, she's at 98%. That is a quite strong domination of this battle here. Well, Valantis, maybe we'll see Valantis pitched against the Gimle's winners in the future. Who knows? There is many participants in the losers bracket, however, so we'll have many videos where the ships will be shown for the first and last time in this tournament after Gimle battles. Again, if you want to see more of the Argente Gris or the Valantis, they both have separate battles, best of 3 versus the Gimle. So that might be quite good to know if you want some more action. Well, the Argente Gris is 66%. Doesn't look like it's dealing much damage. It indeed is not. And the Valantis, well, at 98% still. Bam. Looks like those missiles made a lot of the heavy lifting for the Argente Gris's part. Because the damage that has come in, it seems to have mostly been them. Now, what I think would have been pretty smart here, I think it could have been a good idea to, instead of making those incoming missiles frag, what if we could make heat charges and targeting the turret, targeting hot blocks with laser pointers and stuff like that. We could basically make it target turrets specifically. If that medium missile system shot at hot blocks, it would target these shield. And if it targets that shield using a shape charge, it will be very effective at taking out turrets. Well, enough with this battle. Congratulations to Valantis Mark IV by Parzival. First battle in the losers bracket is indeed a success. Well, Argente Gris, we won't be seeing any more of this beautiful ship in this little tournament, I think not. However, let's just take a paused moment to appreciate this beautiful little matros, or I don't know, first ship's mate, looking here at sports television or something. All right. We'll be back with another battle in a moment. See you now. Next up, we will have DPS Old Jack versus the Super Meg. So, let's get into it. So, here we have the DPS Old Jack by Lenny. There is a new Jack too, by the way. Unfortunately, also in the losers bracket. But DPS Old Jack and DPS New Jack and Old Jack, yes, they're here. Yeah, I think challenge.org pitched Old Jack versus New Jack in the first roll, but the matchups was kind of boring, so I re-rolled it, but that would have been a little bit funny. Here we have the Super Meg by Drip was taken, so we're gonna see how the Super Meg performs against the DPS Old Jack. Battle is commencing. And while we're at this little initial stage of the battle, do keep in mind that we have a little Discord community. It is listed as a community, proper community, so you can basically just Google it up to join it. If you want to join that, we have some nice From the Depth and other fun creative games conversations there. Oh bam, that's a big boom. I'm so curious to see what shells we have here. Is this armor piercing? I think that this is armor piercing high explosive, right? Oh, bam. They seem to be shooting through this armor pretty decently. And in the front here, we got... Do we have a... Oh, no. This is a laser. I almost thought it was a sandblaster of some kind. Well, well. Blue lasers popping up there. We have laser and cram combo, a very classic combo. The Gimle uses that, of course, too. Very well indeed. Oh! The old Jack got a big damage. Poor thing, what happened? Where did we got hit? Oh my. The old Jack is a little bit old, as the name suggests, so I think it is also a little bit susceptible to fire, just like the Gimle is now, with fire mechanics. The Gimle, construction of the Gimle began before the fire mechanic was a thing, so it's really old. All right. Oh, sorry. Trying to utilize the new cameras. I'm not doing a good job, I know. Anyways. We're gonna have smooth free cam instead. What? Lenny's DPS old Jack is switching the table around. Super Meg by Drip was taken is down to 85%. Looks like some proper damage was applied here. Oh, bam! Look at this. Oh, yeah, I know what's happened. See, Lenny's DPS old Jack uses armor-piercing high explosive. And armor-piercing high explosive is great if you want to get rid of people who are trying to use the pesky way of building turrets, which is called turret necks. I'm a fierce opponent of turret neck, and I do thick neck turrets, no neck turrets. Just make the head larger. Yep, just make it larger, no turret necks, that's a weak point. Because the thing is, the explosive damage does weird things, so it kind of wants to move itself into weird spaces, right? So what basically can happen is that explosive damage is gonna be applied in this little tight space, and explosive damage in tight spaces somehow gets boosted damage as well. So probably that happened. Those AP HE shells got in there and made it a tough time for those turret nicks. Oh, bam! Look at this! We're burning straight through here. This laser is gonna keep fixed. Man, that's pretty cool. So the Super Meg looks like she wants to bisect poor old Jack. Alright. We don't have a lot of damage popping in here from the old Jack. This battle has really gotten a bit slow here. We're gonna see what happens here. Because obviously both the Super Meg and the old Jack are so damaged. This has been a proper battleship brawl, man. They really hurt each other real bad. So the damage being dealt is a little bit gimped now. Oh, bam, but that was a good hit on the superstructure. I hope old Jack got redundant detection, because if... okay, now we have a ship called Jack, so ships are usually she's, but if it's Jack, will we do an exception, or if is it still a she? Tell me, ship nerds, in the comment field. I think I know the answer, because I know that there was a ship called Bismarck and stuff like that, but I'm sure you know better. Anyways, the time limit for this battle is 15 minutes. Worst case scenario, it's gonna continue this until 15 minutes and we'll have a winner, basically. And that's the person with the best health, mainly. So we have 1 cram cannon versus 1 APS cannon. And other than that, ooh, we have a laser detonated one there. About laser detonation. No, that's just some interceptors. Well, I can see on these interceptors they would have needed a reversed launch. I'll still need to do a follow-up on my interceptors video, if I haven't done that already, of course, by the upload of this video, but I suspect not. It's not on the highest priority on my list. I have many things to record. Well, 77 versus 64 percentages. Big ships being sad is maybe the title of this. No, it's First Blood, of course. Episode 1. Yeah, having the rules set up like this single elimination for everyone in the losers bracket, it's harsh. But initially, I didn't intend for the ships in the losers bracket to be participating or be shown again. So having a, yes, harsh, but existing tournament for the losers bracket to the Gimle challengers is a addition. So you may think it's harsh with single elimination, just 1 battle. Well, it was worse before, that's all I'm saying. AOG Invictus, yes, join today. By the way, you can join the army of Gmodism in the Discord if you want to be a, well, an enlisted in the AOG, you can do that. If, however, you want to be a commissioned officer, well, then you can join, of course, as well. That you will, however, do on Patreon. So I will just take this time to say big thanks to our commissioned officers in the army of Gmodism, which is Commodore Owen, Captain Sebastian Jode, Captain Shuro, Commander Morden, Lieutenant Ant-O, Cravey, Flauros Dragon, Powered by Greed, Vincent Veritas, Rick Prell, and Scooby Rocks. If you joined very recently or if you're a cadet, well, thanks for your support as well. Lieutenants and above will be read up in future videos, of course. Yes. In any case, it looks like we got a winner. The Super Meg Drip was taken is indeed a superior ship. The old Jack is despawning. It's dead and gone. Now, it was great by the old Jack to bring some armor-piercing high explosives so we could see what that can do to a ship. And, well, Drip was taken should be really happy because I think the old Jack was a very dangerous matchup for the Super Meg, since it indeed had the ability to gimp a lot of these turrets. Well. So, thanks a lot for watching and huge grand congratulations to our First Blood winners. The Draken Slang Hydrofoil War Canoe Mark II by Borderwise, the Valantis Mark IV by Parzival, and the Super Meg by Drip was taken. You will be continuing to show up here until you die in this little gladiator-esque tournament. And with that said, to all of the contestants that did not make it, well, rip those ship designs, but we have new challenges in the future, and your new submissions with your new found knowledge is of course welcome to participate in our future battles. And also, if you want to sharpen your mind a little bit on how to make some winning designs, I got a video on explaining winning ship design choices, which you should probably check out. In any case, this is your host Eric of Gmodism, and I'm signing out. Bye bye.